Okay, sir, you're on.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Citizen Responsibility class of 2024 as we close our class for the first session in 2024. First and foremost, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for your dedication, your discipline, your commitment, but more importantly, your passion to be good and responsible citizens. Like we have learned from the class, it is not sufficient to be a good citizen, but we must be responsible citizens. So our goal and our aim, and your goal and my aim, and for each and every one of us as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is to ensure that we are good citizens and we are also responsible citizens. Good citizens by way of character, and responsibility by way of fulfilling our roles, our rights, and our responsibilities. And so I want to congratulate you. Today, we're not going to spend much time. It's a commencement closing class to acknowledge your dedication. And I want to draw attention to those who have, committed to perfect attendance, participation in the class, and of course, beyond that, I've also excelled in particular assignments. But before we go on to that, I wanted to share with us what we learned in the class. First of all, the 579. Like I said, we must always remember the 579, which is the 5 roles of a citizen, 7 rights of a citizen, and 9 responsibilities of a citizen. And it's important for us to know this and continuously think about this as we go about our daily function in different spaces that we operate. The 5 roles are participatory membership. A citizen is an active participant of the community, of the city, of the state, and of the country for which he or she belongs. So participatory membership is not optional. It is a role that you and I must commit to. Number 2, legal requirement. We have, there are laws that we must all keep in line with in terms of obedience and adherence to those laws. And so ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So we want you to know that it is important that you and I learn the laws. And I'm very excited to learn that some of you in your assignments, some of the patriots, you expressed references to the Constitution. The first book of the law that we have as a citizen is the Constitution. Number 3 is fundamental and democratic values. And we have shared that democratic values that govern, the existence of a nation, and then beyond it, that governs the participation of the citizens. And I'm also happy to express my, a commitment to see that each and every one of you that fulfill the assignment on identifying our national values from our national anthem did a very great job. And of course, I'm going to announce those who won the award for the national values assignment. So number 4 of the role is political participation. Again, we stressed in the class the importance and the value of political participation. It's not just talking about politics or knowing what is going on around us as far as what is happening, or even just about elections. It starts with becoming a member of a political party. A good and responsible citizen, first, one of his or her roles is to be a part of the political process. And by being a part of the political process implies that you become a member of a political party. And so it is important. It's not just saying that all political parties are the same. No, they are not the same. They have distinctive features. They have distinctive programs and policies and initiatives, and they have distinctive goals. So you have enough information, and of course, you know the character and the values of the political party. It's all public information. And once you read all the different political parties' manifesto, their values, their vision, their mission, and their aims and goals, then you can make your decision. So let's get off the excuse trail of saying all political parties are the same. That's a myth. They are not the same. They have distinctive features. And as a responsible, good and responsible citizen, I would encourage us to please be a part of a political, be a member of a political party, but not just being a member on the roll, be an active participant. And lastly, engagement. Every good and responsible citizen must engage other citizens in issues that you are passionate about. You cannot be passionate about all issues, but you must be able to engage in issues that you are passionate about, or simply put, also in issues that you are interested in. You may be passionate about an issue, but you may also have interest in some other issues, and you must engage other citizens. And we talked about the 21 C's of good and responsible citizen, and one of the C's is collaboration and also cooperation. And so it is important that you engage other citizens to hear their opinions, their ideas, their insights, their interventions, what they're already doing, or what they aim to do in a particular area that concerns the good and the well-being of the nation, of the people of a country, of the country we belong to, Nigeria. Also, it is important that you engage your elected officials. So many of us have been negligent in this area. We have not been engaging, especially most of us who are good, educated citizens, but we don't engage our elected officials. We don't even know them, how much more engage them. But we have learned in the class the value of engaging elected officials. And one of the key values is that it enhances responsibility of those that we have voted in. It lets them know that we're interested in their doing well, but we're also interested in their being accountable to us. And how do you engage? You engage by contact. You engage by attending meetings and being there to be able to communicate with them what are your interests, concerns, and passion relating to the community, the city, or the state, or maybe even on a national level. So participatory membership, legal requirement, understanding fundamental and democratic values, political participation, and civic engagement are the 5 roles. Now we also have the 7 rights, 579. 7 rights: right to life, right to personal liberty, freedom, right to vote, right to privacy, and the last 3, right to assemble or associate in any group that you so desire. Right to access to information. We have the Freedom of Information Act, which gives the right to every citizen to inquire or request any information from the federal government to the state, to the city, to the local government that concerns the issues of nation building or society development, sustainable development. So those are the 7 rights. Now we have 9 responsibilities. Our first and foremost responsibility is to protect the Constitution, to ensure that we know what is in the Constitution and we protect the constitutional rights of other citizens and also protect the Constitution. Number 2, we must be good and responsible citizens by paying our taxes. If we don't pay our taxes, it will lessen or reduce the capacity of the government to provide goods and services for the well-being of citizens. So responsibility, number 2, paying our taxes. Number 3, we must be active participation in the civic life of the community, of the city, and of the nation that we belong to. Number 4, I hope we're all listening as we round up our class today. Number 4, we talked about environmental stewardship. It is important that as good and responsible citizens, we care about our environment. You don't have to be an environmental specialist, but you must care about the environment, your own neighborhood, your immediate neighborhood, and beyond. And that also puts a commitment on us to ensure that we look out for the good of the environment. So that means if you pass by a dumpster that is overflowing with litter and everything, what you can do is call the maybe the local government that you are in and call them and make a report. Or if you see a damage in part of the environment, maybe the walkway, maybe even the roads are not good. That's part of engaging the officials responsible, and but also it is also a responsibility of environmental stewardship. And I think we've had a very good policy and concept to environmental stewardship by our environmental days, but we've also slacked on it, which made every one of us aware, sensitive, and responsible. Now, you also economic stewardship or stewardship of resources. You and I are also responsible as good and responsible citizens to ensure that we steward the resources, both the natural resources, financial resources that are entrusted to us, either as public servants or even in the corporate and civil society space. So stewardship of resources rather is very critical. Also, another responsibility is political awareness. And of course, we've mentioned respect for others is also, and lastly, serving as you are called. You may be called maybe by appointment, or you may be invited to participate in a particular cause that brings the good and well-being, that enhances the good and well-being of citizens. So we've learned the 579, again, 5 roles, 7 rights, and 9 responsibility. And of course, we ended our last class session with 2 major classes. One was on the 21C character, 21C qualities of good and responsible citizen. And then our national values. We learned about national values. I want to end and summarize the class by the acronym that we learned in the class on citizen responsibility. For citizen, C stands for civic-minded, I for informed, T for trustworthy, I for involvement, Z for zealous, E for empathetic, and N for noble. So you have, who is a citizen? A citizen is someone who is civic-minded, who is informed, who is trustworthy, who is involved, participate in the civic duties in the community and other community events, who is zealous, passionate about a particular cause to see a change, and who is empathetic, understands and shares the feelings of others, sensitive to the needs and feelings of other citizens. And lastly, a good and responsible citizen is a noble person, someone who shows high moral qualities, including honesty and generosity in all he or she does within his or her own space and within the local community that he or she belongs to. So that's who a citizen is. And we're looking at a good and responsible citizen. So what is responsibility? Using the acronym responsibility, R stands for respect, showing respect for the rights and feelings of every other citizen. E for empathy, understanding, and we've talked about that in citizen also, understanding and sharing the feeling of others and being sensitive to the needs of others. S stands for self-control, managing one's emotion and action. That means no matter how concerned or passionate you are about an issue, we must understand that we must not cross the line by letting our anger turn into destruction. We can have positive expression of our emotions in order to bring about change. And that is simply put, self-control. P is for perseverance. We must persist on causes that we believe need to be changed. Things don't happen overnight. So because you have contacted your local government officials, because you have written some letters and you have contacted some other citizens, you talked about it, you've made a move, maybe even when you have protested, but we don't give up. We must persevere, persist in doing something that we strongly believe will bring good to the general populace. The next O stands for ownership. We must take responsibility for our actions, behaviors, choices, and decisions as citizens. N stands again for nobility or noble, showing quality, high moral standard in every area of our function in our community. Can we mute if somebody is interrupting our communication? Now, S is for service, okay? S is for service, contributing to the welfare of the community, of the state, of the city, and serving others. There are very many opportunities for service, both within faith-based organizations, within civil society organizations, even within associations of our affinity groups. Either you are an alumni of a particular school or college, and those alumni associations, you do some programs that provide or enhance the good and well-being of the society. So we have no excuse not to be contributing to service. And so I believe as a country in Nigeria, we need to increase and improve our volunteerism, which is the core of service. I stands for integrity, ensuring that we adhere to moral and ethical standards. And one of our courses that we're going to be offering in SOLAC is ethical leadership. And of course, you know, our framework for leadership is responsible, ethical, accountable, servant leadership, REAL. B stands for bravery. When we pursue right courses, there are times when we will face challenges, but we must have courage and we must be brave with others to continue, like we said, to persist and to continue until we see a positive change. I stands for innovation. We're living in an age of creative ideas, and I'm so excited about our young adults that are committed to seeing positive change in spite of the difficulties and challenges, and bringing creativity into the passion and the cause that you are interested about. Innovation, using creative thinking to solve problems, using creative ideas to engage and to ensure that we all are active participants in the cause of the nation building. L stands for leadership. One of my favorite quotes is John Maxwell quotes, everything falls and rises upon leadership. Leadership is key and important. And like our president of African Leadership Group will always say, Pastor Ito Igodalo, we need right leadership, right and responsible leadership, but also our framework, responsible, ethical, accountable leadership. Initiative, taking action without just doing analysis. We must be active citizens in the country, in the community, in the state, in a particular group that we belong to. So that is important, taking action. I think we do a lot of talk, and talk is necessary, but we must also be very active. We must take actions. And the last two letters of responsibility, T, trustworthiness, being reliable, dependable, and deserving of trust, both as citizens and also leaders. Our leaders must earn the trust of the citizenry. It is important, and they must show reliability and dependability. And we need as citizens to hold our leaders accountable to earn our trust, not just to take us for granted. And that is very critical in the times that we are living in. And lastly, we must have a yearning. We must have a yearning, which is another synonym for yearning is passion, an intense drive to see improvements and changes. And so that is what our citizen responsibility and all that we have learned in the class is all about, the acronym Citizen and Responsibility. So once again, I want to congratulate you on your performance in this class. Now I want to go to awards for the class of Citizen Responsibility, class 2024. And we're also going to do the course again. So you are the first cohort of class 2024. Lady Banker, do you have the list of the list of the perfect attendance?
Yes, sir. I compiled everything together, but then we are having more than 5 for
Okay,
each.
you have more than, how many do you have in your list? Just give me
For
an
the
idea.
attendance, I compiled 7. For
Okay,
the assignment too, 7. Because some submitted 3, we have like 5 of them who submitted
yes,
like 3 for the 3 assignments, and just 2 submitted all the 4 assignments.
okay,
So I couldn't pick out of those who submitted 3 assignments. So I just compiled everything, sir.
okay. So we have 7, and then on participation in class.
I have 5, sir.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, 7 is a good number. So can you just read out? Let's start from perfect attendance.
Okay, sir. Should we share the screen or I should just call them,
Please,
sir?
yeah, no, share the screen. Share the screen. That would be very good. Share the screen. That's
Yes, sir.
transparent. That's one of our values. We must be transparent. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir. So I don't know if it is possible.
If it's not possible, then we go ahead and read.
Should I send it to you on WhatsApp, sir, so that I can help me share?
Okay, yes, you can do that. Go ahead and do that. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, okay, sir. So, but some are still saying they want to submit my DM and all. So I don't
No,
know
no
how we.
problem. They can do that, but we've given enough time. So you can share it with me. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Kindly give me some
No,
time.
that's fine. Take your time. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you
Because we are.
all for those who, yeah. Okay, while we are waiting to get the list, let me just make another announcement of award. One of our assignments was to watch the NIM Foundation by Dr. Akilu and extract from it what some lessons learned. And the NIL Foundation was on peace building through mental health, how to engage your community and how to bring change in a particular cause. The award goes to, I read all the assignments of what you all learned from watching the video, but the award goes to Farimade Joshua. And I will read what he presented to us, the award for the NIM Foundation assignment. And we're going to give a certificate for this. Later on, we'll send it to you. The NIM Foundation assignment, which focuses on peace building for mental health, peace building through mental health, and enhancing community support to ensure that we respond to the mental health needs of our community or the persons or participants in our community. Mr. Farimade Joshua, we want to congratulate you on this award. We have 2 awards there. That's Farimade gets the Honors Award, and then the other award goes to Victory Faith. Victory Faith also exemplified a good understanding of the values and the issues that were raised in, thank you, I have seen the list. So that's the NIM Foundation Award. But for our learning, I want to share with you what Farimade Joshua was able to share with us, the key values or importance of peace building through mental health. And and I read and I quote Farimade. He says, from the video, I learned that we must be a person of value. We must listen to other people. That is, in order to enhance the responsiveness and support for mental health people within our community, we must see our community members or those having challenges with mental health as persons of value. We must listen to them, listen to people. We must share their pain, and that is empathy. We must contribute our own part to the healing of others. And lastly, we must play our part and continue to sustain peace in our surroundings. Again, I want to repeat that. Number one, we must be a person of value, and we must see those who are challenged by mental health issues as persons of value, which means we must respect them. Number two, we must listen to them. And in general, that also applies to, responsiveness to other citizens. Number three, we must share their pain. That's being empathetic. Number four, we must contribute your part according to your skill, your knowledge, your time, your talent to the healing of those that are affected by mental health challenges. And next, we must play our part in sustaining the good, the peace in our surroundings, and to those who are having mental challenges. That is very remarkable. Now, from Patriot Victory Faith, thank you for your own sharings, which also topped the list. Number two, you talked about the desire to make impact by communicating effectively with those that are affected. Communication is very key. Gracious communication, and part of communication is what Farimade mentioned or Joshua mentioned, which is listening to them. We always think communication is just talking. It's just one part. In actual fact, listening to people is an effective part of communication. So our two awardees on the NIM Foundation are Joshua Farimade and Victory Faith. Please give them a thumbs up, send it onto the chat, and we say thank you to you. We will send your certificates in later. Now, for perfect attendance, we have 7 patriots here. Number 1 is Blessing Ayenale. I hope I pronounced that well. Number 2 is Betiku Peace. Number 3 is Deborah Olajide. 4, Balogun Isiaka. 5, Ezekiel. And 6, Munirat Balogun. And number 7, Ovi Victory. Once again, for good outstanding performance in attendance. So we're going to give that award. And I want to congratulate these 7 members also for outstanding performance in attendance. For assignment, we also have 7, and also I have I read all those assignments last night again, and I could actually say the 3 that top the list in this 7. But let me mention the award for outstanding performance in assignment. We have mentioned outstanding performance in attendance. We have given our honors awards to those who exemplified good lessons learned from the NIM Foundation, and this is for assignment. Number 1, and it's not in order, this is just numeric order. We have Betiku Peace, Patriot Peace. You're welcome. Thank you for your commitment to doing the assignments and doing them well. We have Patriot Munirat Balogun, Patriot Thomas Blessing, again, Patriot Deborah Olajide, Patriot Farimade Joshua, and then Patriot Ayenale Blessing, and lastly, Patriot Oluronke Balogun. We congratulate you for your outstanding performance in assignment. Now for class interaction, which is class participation. We encourage you all to participate effectively, but these were the 4 who demonstrated outstanding performance in class participation. Ezekiel, Patriot Ezekiel, Patriot Thomas Blessing, Patriot Balogun Isiaka, and again, Patriot Farimade Joshua. Thank you all. This is really very interesting. But I want to identify, some other honors awards that we have here. One of the outstanding things that came out in some of the assignments, I want to congratulate Peter Dennis Watiyu on the assignment of key the key values in our national anthem. Justice, fairness, equity, was able to also explain that very well. And then also on national values from the national assignment, we have our award goes to Oluronke Balogun, Patriot Oluronke Balogun, and Patriot Thomas Blessing, and Patriot Oluwabukola Ayinale. That is on national values from our national anthem. They were able to articulate it very well and define those values. So once again, thank you for that good work. Now, for the Minister of Youth Assignment, I also have three awards in that area. We have Patriot Oluwabukola Ayinale did an excellent work, blessing Oluwabukola Ayinale. We have we have a forthcoming next generation Minister of Youth. You are able to articulate what key actions that we expect the government, and we're going to work on that from ALG point of view. Number two, for the Minister of Youth Assignment, we have Patriot Ronke Balogun. Thank you for your well-articulated action plan and responsiveness. 5 action plans that are critical to respond to the needs of youth in Nigeria. And lastly, we have Patriot Thomas Blessing. Again, that's pretty very impressive. And I think our last award for this class of 2024, I want to bring just a minute. I'm trying to look at my notes here. You all did well, but we have to give honor unto those whom honor is due. Patriot Munirat Ayomide Balogun, in all the assignments together, I think your passion for environment, for better and clean environment, and your goal and aim to see the Nigerian carbon footprint reduced with low carbon footprint and for environmental sustainability stands out very distinctively. And so we want to congratulate you as an environmental citizen, a passionate citizen about environmental issues. Again, you are able to articulate very well the need for the nation to commit to reducing its carbon footprint, that is keeping a low carbon footprint, enhancing environmental sustainability, and not just commitment to climate change, but action to climate change by having a better and cleaner environment. And lastly, in all the assignments, there were two patriots who expressed passion for health and for education. Health and education. One is Patriot Deborah Olajide again on education with passion to see the youth unemployment solved through education. And you expressed your interest in pursuing equal and adequate educational opportunities at all levels, which is a constitutional right. So we want to congratulate you for that, passion and interest. And we hope that you can press on and persist on playing your role in your community of ensuring equal and adequate educational opportunities. And on the health side, we have Patriot Oluwabukola Ayinale. Thank you for your passion for identifying that the Nigerian healthcare system is poorly developed. And of course, you placed emphasis on your passion of enhancing improvement in personal healthcare, personal development healthcare. And lastly, you did mention improvement in food supply and nutrition. And that is very critical. We cannot have good health without good food. And we know we do have food insecurity and nutritious food, not just food, but nutritious food. And so we congratulate you on that. And I think lastly, I need to also mention this, Patriot Oluronke Balogun, you also identified waste management, stricter enforcement of waste management regulations as critical, and that the country, both at the federal, at the state, at the city, and at the local government level, must increase investment in waste management infrastructure and see how to turn waste into wealth so that we can enhance our resources and reduce our dependency on oil. We can turn waste into energy. We can turn waste into health. Thank you, Patriot Oluronke Balogun, for that passion and interest. And lastly, I just want to congratulate all of you once again, and thank you for participating in this class. But do not stop at the completion of the class. You've all exemplified good passion and interest and ALG will be more interested as you go along your journey of destiny to support you and to see that you achieve your passion in collaboration with other good and responsible citizens, both individuals and corporations. So thank you so much. And I would leave now the floor to members to just share, whoever wants to, of how this course has been a benefit to you and what you plan or intend to do after the course and how you intend to apply what you've learned. So any 2 or 3 of the patriots, you're welcome. We'll be sending out the certificates of award and certificate of completion. And so we'll get that to you as soon as possible. Patriots, I need each and every one of you at least to say something about the class and how we can, what do you think we can do to improve the class? You can also type it in the chat.
Maybe I should be calling them one after the other to
Yes, I
contribute.
think we should do that. Thank you, Lady Banker. Thank you very much. Let's do that.
Okay, sir. I'll start with Balogun Isiaka Damilare. You can unmute now and
For 1 minute, yes, 60 seconds, yeah.
Balogun Isiaka Damilare.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yes.
Firstly, I would like to appreciate our daddy, our pastor. We appreciate your time and everything, all your impact in us. I really appreciate that. And also, I've gained a lot on this program. Like, it has opened my eyes on so many things about me being responsible, being a good and responsible citizen, and also it has me to at least participate in 1 or 2 things that concern the people around me. Like before, I don't go to all these community CDS, community, all these landlord association meeting. But now I do go there at least to also be part of the community development and other people like that. So I want to just appreciate and also thank the ALG for this wonderful opportunity. Thanks so much, sir. Really
Thank you, Patriot Balogun Isiaka. Thank you very much. And I think you are one of our awardees also. So on the outstanding performance, if I'm not just to check again. So, but we want to also thank you for the good work that you did, your commitment to the class. Yes, I think I read one of your assignments, and so thank you so much. All right, next. Yes, okay, yes, you were the, but sorry, just I was looking at my notes, Patriot Balogun, your passion for improving electricity, enhancing reliability, efficiency of the of our electricity energy, a more stable and reliable power supply. So thank you for that passion. And as you continue in your journey as a good citizen, so please go ahead. Who is next?
Blessing Oluwabukola Ayinale. You can unmute now and share your experience with us. Blessing Oluwabukola, are you there? Okay, if she's not here, let's go straight to Deborah Olajide. Deborah Olajide, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Patriot Deborah.
Good evening, sir. Thanks for everything you've done, for teaching us about nation building. I would like to just say that through this class, I've learned about we need everybody to participate in nation building. One person cannot do it. And I also learned that we have to, serve as either we are put in there or in any way or any position we find ourselves, that we are to serve wholeheartedly, respect everybody's opinion, and we are to be of good character. We should also show that we are worthy of being in that position or worthy of being a citizen of that nation. So thank you so much, sir, for teaching me that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate, sir.
You're most welcome. And you also, we want to thank you for Outstanding Performance Award for attendance and for your passion for equal and adequate educational opportunities at all levels. We want to encourage you, and like I said, for all of you, we're encouraging you to keep connecting with ALG, and let's see how we can support you in you leading in the area of your passion by engaging other citizens, by engaging the civil society who are active in these areas, by engaging political elected officials, so that you can see the commitment to equal and adequate educational opportunities at all levels. Thank you, Patriot Deborah Olajide. You're welcome. Okay,
Thank
next.
you, sir.
So I'll call Blessing Oluwabukola Ayenale again. Okay. Then Eze Caleb, are you with us? Please unmute and share your experience with us. Barry Made Shoja, get ready, please.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening,
Hello, can you hear
Patriot
me?
Caleb. We can hear
Okay, sir. I
you.
think
Good evening.
Patriot
Regarding some
Eze Caleb
challenges.
is having network issue, but he sent something
Okay,
to the chat, sir.
Good evening,
all right,
So
sir.
please, yeah, just
let
read
me
it.
Good
just read
evening,
this
Mrs.
out.
Tunde. Good evening, everyone.
Okay, good evening, Eze.
Okay, let me just mute him and read
Okay.
what he wrote. He said, well, so far, I want to appreciate Mr. Tayo for your commitment to tracing us as teaching us as patriotic citizens. The only area I want to look into is their timing. I wish in our next program or future program, the timetable can be made flexible enough, most especially on the weekends, perhaps, so that people can participate. Also, can make us use of meeting applications like Google Meet to help people who don't have enough data to be able to join. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ALG. Thank you, CRC. Real advocates.
Thank you very much for that suggestion. And let me also let you know we're working on looking at how to enhance support to the youth in terms of data support to ensure that you are able to, more youth are able to effectively participate in ALG programs. So that is well noted, and it shall be communicated to the leadership. Thank you very much for that good observation and suggestion.
Okay, sir. I have a chat from Blessing Nainale
Blessing.
too.
Okay, go ahead.
She said, this program has enlightened me more on my civil rights and responsibility to the society and government. Thank you.
You're most welcome. And that is Thomas Blessing. Is that Blessing?
No, sir. Blessing Nainale.
Oh, Blessing Ayenale. Let me see. I think she was also one of our
Awardee.
deans. Yes. So we want to thank you, Blessing. I'm trying to identify her area of passion. Oh, yes. Is she okay? She's also the same as Olubukola Ayenale.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I think your Minister of Youth, so we're looking towards you. Your Minister of Youth assignment was very well placed, and outstanding performance in that action plan. So thank you, Patriot Blessing Oluwabukola Ayinlade. You're welcome.
So, Patriot or advocates, Farimade Joshua A, kindly unmute and share your experience with us.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yes, it's really a great privilege to be among these wonderful people, learning about how to be a good citizen, how to work together with others to build a better society. Though formerly we have faith in the country, but we do not have much faith. But now, at least the lesson have tried to build us to become more patriotic, of having more hope and working, also playing our parts to make our country better. So thanks for this great privilege, sir. That's it, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome, Patriot Joshua Farimade. And I want to congratulate you again on the NIM Foundation Assignment Award. Thank you for articulating very well what we all need to do as good and responsible citizens in responding to those who have mental challenges. Thank you for reminding us to be persons of value and know that those who are going through challenges, mental health or other challenges, are also persons of value. Thank you for the value of reminding us about listening to others, sharing their pain, contributing our part to their healing, and above it all, playing a part in sustaining peace in our communities. Thank you for that. And like I said, you have earned the NIM Foundation Assignment Award. Thank you, Patriot Joshua. Next.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So we have Patriot Munirat Balogun.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma. Good evening, everybody.
Very good evening. Yes.
Yes, so I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir. I want to say a very big thank you to um, Mrs. Adebanke. I want to say a very big thank you to Mrs. Yetunde. I want to say a very big thank you to ALG. I've learned so much during the course of this class. So many things that I never paid attention to. I didn't know that there was a 1999 constitution until the assignment. So it made me know that a lot of things that I was really missing out on. I didn't exactly think that it was needed for somebody to belong. I didn't exactly think that right to vote was really a thing, because I mean people around me always feel like, "Ah, it's not necessary, it's not needed." It made me more aware of my community leaders, things that are happening around. So it really opened my eyes, and I mean makes me want to be a more responsible citizen and a good citizen. So I really enjoyed the class. Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome. And I think your passion for security also is very outstanding. I think you were the only patriot that expressed passion for security to see Nigeria become a safe place. And you did articulate well the contribution and value of security in development. So I want to congratulate you for that. And you stood out very distinctively with emphasis on security. Of course, you're also passionate or interested in electricity. We are seeing having better, stable electrical energy contribution to the national development. So thank you for that.
Now we have Patriots Ogenevu Kefe. I'm sorry for murdering your name. Please share your experience.
Okay. Patriot Toby.
Yeah,
Ogenevu.
good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for these past weeks. Thank you for engaging us and, taking us through this whole course and everything. So, one of the basic things I've learned is, as my fellow colleagues have said, is how to be a responsible citizen. And it's very important because it was very important to me because I mean before you can say you want to create change in your country or in your society or in your community, it has to start with you. That's the truth. If you are not responsible, if you are not patriotic, if you are not leading by example, then that change will be difficult, to manifest, and it will be difficult to emulate. So that's just basically what I learned. For you to be responsible, for you to lead by example, and you with that you would see other people also taking that step and following your steps, and making change in your country. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. What an outstanding comment. Again, you all have expressed outstanding comments that change starts with you. I think it's a quote, I don't know who, it's a popular quote. Change starts with you, and knowing that you will be the example that others look at and follow. So thank you for that, and let's keep it up. Let's keep the flame of being a good and responsible citizen burning. Thank you so much.
I think the quote was made by JHC 2004. I am in
Okay.
Nigeria. The change
The
begins
change
with
starts
me.
with me. Yes. Thank
Yes.
you for bringing us to that, for bringing that to our notice. Thank you so much. So who is next?
Oluronke, Patriot Oluronke Balogun.
Oluronke Balogun.
Hello, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yes,
First,
good
I
evening.
say thank you to Pastor Tayo for powering us through this program. It has been really insightful. And also, my appreciation goes to Ms. Banke for coordinating us. The course has been really insightful, just like I said. I mean, before I did not really know about this social media platform. I thought they were not on social media platforms. But through the assignment, I was able to see that, oh, so some local governments are actually on social media platforms and they post awareness stuff there, maybe community activities that actually post them there. I was not aware, but now that I'm made aware, it enlightening me and is encouraging me to be more, to take on more activities in my community, to be more impacting in the activities of my community, and also the enlightenment on our rights, responsibilities, and roles has been really, really great for me. It has reminded me of things to do as a citizen. Thank you so much for this course. Thank you, everyone.
You're most welcome. Thank you too. Now, of course, I also picked your value of a stricter enforcement of waste management regulations, and that the federal government, the state and the local government, and also the private sector needs to increase investment in waste management infrastructure in order for us to have a very sustainable national development. And I think you also identified the need to turn waste into wealth. And so thank you also for that unique perspective and contribution. You're most welcome.
Ovi Victory. She is also Ovi Faith. So
okay,
Ovi
so
Faith.
she's also Faith. Okay.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
go ahead.
Good evening,
Ovi.
everybody. Please, can
Very
you
good
hear me?
evening.
Because I don't know if I can hear myself here. It's very low.
No, we can hear you very clearly. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. I want to say thank you for the class. I want to say thank you to ALG. Thank you to members of the CRC class. It's quite sad because I I barely I was able to I could barely listen to each classes. I literally struggled to partake because of my work. Whenever I close from work, and because of the timing. So whenever I close from work, sometimes I'm on the traffic, sometimes I'm inside the bus, sometimes I'm on my way, and most times during the classes, I try to listen, I try to partake, and I have to be conscious about my environment. Sometimes I'll put my phone inside my bag, I'll have to close my bag, use Bluetooth, everything, because I was actually very interested in the class. But thank God, the little I could partake, the little I could hear, I know I'll become a responsible citizen. I know that I will build my community to be responsible. I want to say a very big thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And I believe that maybe I can check on videos to further improve myself on it because I missed some of the classes. Like I missed it. I could be there bodily, but my mind wasn't there because I have to be. I'm usually very careful so that somebody will not drag my phone from my hand while coming from work.
and all that.
Yeah.
But I thank God that everything is sorted now. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. You're most welcome, Patriot Victory Faith. And let me also say, I hope you had it. You were the second awarded to on the NIM Foundation assignment, in which you had an outstanding performance expressing the desire to make a positive impact and changes in the lives of those who are affected by mental health. And I think I also noted you are from Akoko, Edo local government, Edo State, and your passion for a campaign against fake drugs is also a notable cause. And so even though through your challenges of participating, you are also able to contribute. And also, again, we are happy to award you the NIM Foundation Assignment Award alongside with Patriot Farimade Joshua. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Okay, sir, we are done.
We are done. Now,
Thank you, sir.
I think the last award goes to our coordinator, and again, we're going to give you a leadership responsibility award. You have indeed, actually, you've also been a good support to me, and we want to say a big thank you to you on behalf of the whole class, on behalf of ALG leadership. We want to say a big thank you to Lady Banke for your effective coordination, demonstrating commitment to leadership responsibility. We're very happy and excited, and we hope that you will continue to exemplify good leadership responsibility and commitment as you go in your journey of destiny. And above it all, I pray God's blessings upon each and every one of you who have participated in the class of Citizen Responsibility 2024. You are congratulated, and we set you out to go forth and continue in your journey of becoming good and responsible citizens, and of becoming citizen leaders that influence other citizens for positive change and for nation building. Thank you all, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful summer, and see you in next classes. We'll be announcing our next classes on leadership, citizen leadership, and of course, responsible, ethical, accountable leadership courses and good governance. So we look forward to see you in class again, and stay blessed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
guys.
Thank
So-
you,
Thank
Patriot
you.
Isiaka. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Thank
sir.
you
Patriot
to
Victory.
Madam Banket too. Thanks for
Thank
everything.
you.
Thanks for
Can we
the
put on all our
Thank
can we
you.
all thank you, sir, so that we can
Thank
Madam
you,
Banke.
Patriot
Thank you so
Victory.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Stay
Can we
blessed.
put on our video, please?
Okay, yes, we can put on our videos and take a shot. Whoever, yes, that would be
Yeah.
good.
Then on bien de ton vidéo. Il va mettre ton nom.
My side is dark. There's no light here.
Oh, it's dark. Okay. Anyway, you are
Yes.
passionate about bringing electricity. Okay. Having better electricity. Okay. All right.
I need to apologize to Ogenevoke Kefi. She's always having issues
So
with
see
me.
our fine faces.
So
Okay.
she's always having issues. Her assignment is in my DM. She sent the assignment to me. So I
Okay.
apologize.
All
I'm not
right.
seeing your
I'll
face.
look at it. Still send it to me on email. I would look at it. But you've all done well. Thank you once again. And a big clap to everyone and to our effective leader coordinator. Thank you so much.
Our coordinator. Thank you, Madam Banket.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you
you're
all.
not putting on your, it's good to see your face, everybody. Thank you.
Keep on being good and responsible citizens.
Let me on.
Bye. See you in our
Bye.
group
See
chat.
you.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Yes, everyone.
People.